Hi people, welcome, and today I'm going to be showing you how we are going to be passing a prop firm, and we're going to be using the exact tools that are located within inside the academy. So this is going to help you by far, all right, because this is going to give you some step of how you can do this, and then once you pass this prop firm challenge, then you'll be able to use the money and pretty much do exactly the same what you already did to pass the prop firm. Okay, so I've gone for a realistic priced one. Okay, this one here, in comparison, you can pick these up and pay anywhere from like $1,900 right the way down to say $200 or $300. With this one in question, I got this for $32. Okay, now it's only a 5k balance account. Now what I want to say to you is that if you get a prop account, now this one here is funded next, okay, and there's quite a few other prop firms that I've got as well. What I really like about this is I've got to be careful on my daily loss limit, which is at $200. Okay, my today's permitted loss is 210.20. Now I don't want to get nowhere near that, and I'm going to show you how we're going to set up the bot to make sure that we don't run into those issues. I've also adjusted my my actual drawdown, my max drawdown, which I'm allowed with inside the bot, from 2% to 1%, and I've also adjusted my stop loss and my profit by 50% of what it was already set up at. Now the reason why I've done this is I'm just being risk averse. I'm going to set this up. It's the first day. I set this up last night round about I think it was round about I think it was about 12:30 in the morning. It's very hot anyway in the UK at the moment. It was quite cool in here, so I thought it was a great thing for me to do. Now you'll see that when I purchased this, I paid $32. I'm going to show you the information. I'm going to do that now because it's important for you to know how I paid it. I paid by PayPal. So let me just have a look, see if I can find the information. Here we go. So this is my new plan. So if we look through here, I should get a funded next. Here we go. So this was an offer which come through. Okay, I couldn't use this offer because it's giving me 300% refund code, which is this one here. But the problem is with this is only for taking on a bigger account. All right, so where you can get like a £400,000 account for 1,798, you can get it for $800. Now I wouldn't advise you to do that in the training that I'm teaching you. Okay, what I would be advised to do is to stick to what I'm showing you. Just work with 5k accounts. Okay, and then what you're doing is you're roughly getting this for $32. All right, that would be the way that I would do it. Okay, and then because what you want to do is you want to get as many of these 5k accounts as you can afford, and then you want to run them on your VPS. Okay, and you also want to make sure that you run them with inside your, because this is an MT4 account which I'm using, and the reason I've set this up with an MT4 account is because the Forex Geek works really well with the Forex account. Okay, because you know it's designed for MT4. So you'll see that I've take profit and my buy, and then you've got your stop loss. Now a lot of people will penalize you, or a lot of prop firms will penalize you for not having a stop loss, and your stop loss has to be a minimum, okay, or maximum of 2% when it goes up and down. So what I've done is I'm going to show you this. I'm going to, if we right mouse click on the actual bot itself, go to expert advisors, go to properties, and we're going to run through this the way this is set up. Okay, now although you could probably pick up this Geek bot completely free without going into my academy, okay, you obviously won't get the set files that I supply, and these set files are unique to me, if you like, for helping you pass prop firms. Plus you're getting 30 to 40 other signals that you can actually start to use as well, which is really going to help you benefit and help to pass your prop firm for this particular training that we're doing now. Now there's a couple of things which I've done here, and I'm just going to go through this for you. Okay, I've got pop-up alerts set to true, so this means it's going to pop up alert when I've taken a trade and when I haven't taken a trade. I've not traded on a Monday, I'm not trading on a Friday, and I'm not trading Saturday and Sunday because Forex is closed anyway. Okay, there's the magic number. If you're using the Forex Geek bot on two charts at the same time, you need to make sure that your magic number is independent to each chart, otherwise it could obscure some of your trades that you're using. Okay, so this is something very important, especially if you sell it at long trade only or short trade only, because it means that it may long trade the other charts that you open with the Geek. So that's just something you just need to do, and all you do is just change this 8 or 6 digit number with the magic number, which is right down here. Okay, now what I'm going to be showing you is I've left the max spread at 5, I've left the max slippage at 5, the order limits are set to 1 and the lots are set to 0.02. Now I adjusted this because what I wanted to do is make sure that I'm just keeping it relatively safe. Okay, now my stop loss, which was originally at 50, and my take profit, which was at 100, I've dropped this down by 50%, so my stop loss now is 25 and my take profit is at 50. Okay, now the reason why I've done this is because I want to be more risk averse, because what you've got to understand is, though I've got 5k to actually play with, I need to make sure that I can only maximum drawdown is $400. Okay, so if I adjust this by 50%, then I'm adjusting my risk of what my trade is in. Now this was bouncing up around about $20, okay, about an hour and a half ago, and you can see now it's fallen down to 0.2%, and we're just coming into profit again now, where it's jumping into $1.20. So, and then what I want to do and talk to you about as well, so if we close this off now, is that if this went parabolic, okay, so this trade at the moment is in the buy trade, all right, for GBP USD, and it went near to my take profit margin, then what I would do is I'd move the stop loss, which is this one here, just below, so I could guarantee that I'm going to be making, say, a minimum of $16. Okay, so then for argument's sake, you might see that the market is moving up. You might then be able to move your take profit margin up, allow it to scale up, and then what you can do is you can move your stop loss, so you've got a tight stop loss just below this point. And the reason why I would do this is because if the market is in a trend, okay, and it's going long, you're going to obviously make more profit by doing this, but what you're doing is you're protecting your actual profits by adjusting your stop loss, because you know that if it falls below this stop loss, okay, that you can set by moving this stop loss down here, that you are guaranteed that you're going to make $16 from this, right? Or you'll know that it might be $20, depending on how risk averse you are and how much you're prepared to risk to try and pass your prop account. Now, one of the things you've got to be careful with is that you have to have the account active, okay, when you're using it, up to 7 days before you can pass your prop account. So you don't want to go all guns blazing and try and pass your account, because it's just going to look like, well, hang on a minute, you're supposed to be doing it over a space of 7 days. So doing this is ideally the best way to do it, because you can then take the profit at, say, $16, $20, allow the actual bot to find another trade, and you'll see that I've got GBP AUD at 1 hour. Okay, you notice I'm using a 1 hour time frame, and the GBP USD is a 1 hour here as well. The reason I'm using 1 hour is because if I use a higher time frame, it's going to be more of a concentrated trade. Okay, and it's going to be a less risk averse trade, because when the bot looks at a trade in a 1 hour, there's less noise, so it's going to be able to find the support, resistance, or it's going to find the trend line or Fibonacci, engulfing candle, whatever it's using. It's going to be able to do that. And this is why I said to you that if you do decide to join into my academy, I give you the set files that I'm using. So this particular set file at the moment is working really well, and you just literally copy and paste the set file. Very easy to do. All you do is you come over here and we go to expert advisors, properties, and you're going to click on load, and you just need to click on here, which is funded next 5k challenge pass. Okay, click on this. This is a set file which is preset for this particular one. Click on this, load it up, and then hit OK. Just make sure that you change your magic number, and also you want to make sure that you change your lots. So this was set at 1. I've put this at 0.02. Okay, and then I would change, you know, everything else is going to be done for you anyway. You'll find all this will be done anyways. The only thing you'll need to do is change the magic number, and then hit OK. And then you want to then make sure that the bot, for it to operate, you go to properties, if you go to about, common, and then this is where you can set it at long and short if you want to trade with the trend. Your inputs and your dependencies you don't need to worry about. Okay, so you just need to make sure that the allow live trading has been submitted. You've done that. And also if you go to auto trading, if we go to tools, options, you want to look for expert advisor, and you want to make sure that allow automated trading is on here as well. Okay, now I'm going to take these two off, don't really need that on there, and then hit OK. Okay, and then what that's going to do there is it's going to allow the bot to analyze the market and then to take trades. Now I've got this set where this will not take another trade, okay, at the moment, until this trade has ended. So if this trade, for instance, reaches its take profit margin, then this will actually stop trading, and then the bot will start to seek the market until it finds another time to get back into the market. And you normally find that wherever it's gone into the market, which is right here, it will pretty much do the same thing. It will just jump back into the market again. So if you find that it's bouncing backwards and forwards like this, okay, which is called a consolidation, is consolidating, okay, what you can do is you can actually cancel the trade knowing that you're already in profit. Say it could be $16, okay, or you might be $8, $10. You might allow yourself to think, okay, if I'm going to get a trade and I'm going to get $10 today, all right, I'm going to work on trying to make $10 every single day, so I can work on when I'll be able to pass my prop firm. Okay, so you can set yourself up goals with inside that, and all you literally do is you just go over here and click this X button, and this is going to cancel the trade. Now if I click the X button when it's in the minus, it means that my equity will be £499.08. It means that I'm in the loss of $2. So my balance at the moment, which is 5k, and remember I'm using the prop firm's money just by paying $32. Now I can keep this money as long as I like, as long as I stay with, as long as I stay with inside my drawdown. Okay, now if we look at the overall loss which I'm allowed, my maximum loss is 410.20. This is my maximum loss through the whole process of passing my prop firm. Okay, my profit target, the minimum target I need to get, is $400. Okay, so this is why this training tutorial is really going to help you. It's going to give you a way of how you're going to set this up, and hopefully this is, you know, going to help you in the right way. Now you notice that the add-on Autopass, which is an EA, what this does is, say for instance you're in a trade, okay, and the trade goes up and then it comes back down. This, let's just do draw in a minute. Say you're in a trade, so the trade goes up, okay, and then it comes back down and it hits your take of entry, if you like, because you've got this set up. Before they didn't used to include it, but if you've over exceeded your point of making your minimum of $400, it allows you to close your account automatically and then move you into the next challenge, because this is a two-step challenge. Okay, so what this means is that where it's a minimum of $400, when I start my next, I'm going to end up having a bit more of a balance, and then I'm going to end up having to do, say, $440 on my next trade. And if you use what I'm showing you with inside this, you should do that easily. Okay, this is the reason why if you have several of these and you're running the bot on this, okay, what will happen is if you had two or three that don't get through, you're going to get two or three that do get through, and then there's two or three that you get through, you can actually use to make a profit coming in every single month. Because as long as you keep your accounts active, okay, for up to a limit of 35 days, they will not close your account. So if your account is active like mine's active now, okay, if we go back to here, you'll see that my account is active now because I've got a bot which is running. I'm dipping into this and checking this. Okay, I know that, you know, it's all working how I want it to work, etc. Then it's going to actually my account's not going to be in danger of it being closed. If you leave this inactive, okay, after the 35 days the account will be closed. Now the reason why they do this is because if people buy in and they have the account and they don't keep looking into it, or they leave it inactive, it's obviously a chart, and it's the memory, it's the energy which people are using, you know, with inside the actual prop firm, and it just means it's going to slow down all the other people that are actively trading. So it's a way of protecting your active trades to make sure that you don't get too much slippage with inside the charts. So you can see, as I said to you before, this is now at $7 in profit. Okay, and this is live, so this is my stop loss here. So as I said to you before, at the moment, if you imagine that this is going up, if this went up, say, to this point here and then come down, then this stop loss, which is this one here, you could move up pretty much to where this is, and then you can move your take profit pretty much to this next support and resistant line. Okay, and remember what I said to you about the support and resistant line. It's where you get it respect a certain point. So if we take this off, if you get a certain point of a bounce with inside the trade. So if it bounces off here, it goes back up, bounces off here, it goes back up, bounces off here, it goes back up, bounces off here, bounces off here. It's the most times that it bounces, okay, off a support or resistance line, which pretty much what will happen in an hourly chart is this will probably go up, touch that bounce, and then come back down again, and that's called a retrace. And then if you've moved your actual stop loss just below the point where it's coming down and it's retracing, you're probably still in profit. You might even be at $20 to $30 in profit at that particular time. So rather than cancel the trade, you might be able to rally up the trade, which is going to keep you in profit because you've already got a chart that's already in profit, it's already working. If it goes south, okay, and it decides to come down and it kicks your stop loss, which is this one here, okay, and you're already in profit anyway, say of $16 or $20, it just means that where you would allow this to go up and down and hope it's going to hit this stop loss point, you've manually closed it, so you've actually gained that profit into your prop firm. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to get as much in as you can with inside your balance, because then you're not using 400 pounds. If we go back here, if you've got $20 which you've already earned inside here, okay, so this is now $5,020, this will reflect on your profit target, which means you've only need to now make $380. And this is an ongoing saga. There is no, with this particular thing, you do not have to get this done, say, within 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. They've changed it now where it's indefinitely. It will just keep going, providing you're in profit. If you're out of profit and you fall below the overall loss limit, then you will lose your account. Okay, but where you've already made $20, say this is $5,020, it means that your maximum loss limit will be $420, which means that my max permitted loss will be $430.20. So you're actually proving and protecting your overall stop loss by working and manually closing a trade when it's in profit. Okay, so if we go back here, and you'll see we're at $5. Okay, if I decided that I wanted to close this, then what would happen with this is that $5 would then go into my actual margin, and it would give me another $5 cushion where I wouldn't have to worry too much if it was in profit. Okay, so hopefully that's going to give you some idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to be bringing out these videos with case studies and also showing you how much I've been collecting with inside here. You'll see that my commission is $1.40. So what this means is if I close this at $17, okay, then, or say $17.40, that I'm going to be making $16 because my commission is $1.40. Okay, that's something else you've got to be aware of, and you're only going to get that if you're using certain symbols, okay, forex symbols, that are a little bit more exclusive. Then you'll find you'll get a higher commission charge. So this is at $9 now, so we're going to close this. I'm going to accept, and I'm just going to wait for it to jump back up. If it does, it might be coming back down again now, so I'm just going to cancel this. I've just put on so I can actually close this trade. Here we go, $9.40, click on there. Okay, so you'll see, and I'm doing this for your benefit, so you'll see now that my balance is now 5,008 USD. This means that it's already taken the $1.40 away. We go back here and refresh this page, and sometimes it takes a while for it to do it, but you'll see that my profit at the moment is $8. You'll see that my balance now is 5,008. okay, you'll see that I've been trading for 1 day. You'll see my max loss limit hasn't changed, but you'll see that my permitted loss now is $408 instead of $400. So the more that you actually can manually put into your box, if you like, the more that you can protect yourself if you fall into a loss. Okay, now you've got to be really careful with drawdowns, okay, especially with prop firms, because they only give you a certain limit. So you can easily think to yourself, well, I've got a 5k account, I've got loads of money, it means that if I fall below 5k I still make money. No, it doesn't work that way. Your overall loss limit is $400 to start with. It's now $408 because I've made $8 profit. So your plan of action, if you like, is to maintain your profit and just to build it up. So my goal now, it says current results is $8. I've just got to get over this $400 threshold. Okay, and it sounds a lot, but believe me, if you do the training I show you, it won't take a lot to do. So you see that this is where I took my trade, and you'll see now what this bot will do is it will source now, because I've closed it, it will source this, and here's my account history. You'll see $9.40 is what I've made. Okay, and then if I go back to trade, you'll see that at the moment there's no trade, and what I would do is I would do another video for you later on showing you how I've made a little bit more money. And this is really going to help you, because the training which I'm showing you, you're going to get a blow by blow account of how I'm making the money, what I'm doing to make the money, what I'm doing to pass the actual prop firm, and how long it takes. Okay, remember, we're not in a rush. We want to do this correctly so you're not losing your money, and once you get $32 into this account, that's pretty much paid for what your prop firm is. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that once you pass your challenged account, which is what we're aiming for, okay, once you pass this challenged account, what will happen is that they will give you another account, okay, and you'll get another MT4 account. You just set everything back up exactly how it is. Once you start making profits with this particular one which I took out, this is the Stellar Lite, okay, which works by, it's a 2 challenge setup for 5k. Anything over IO with inside the 5k over a certain point, so once I've made another $400 on top of that, anything I own over that I make 90% back. So that means you get 90% back into, you can draw out every 14 days into PayPal account or your credit card, or you can do it in crypto, which is just going back into that. And then what you want to do is then get another one, pick up another account and do exactly the same thing. So then you've got 2 accounts, okay, because you can run the bot, this one here, okay, you can run this bot as many times as you like, as long as you change the magic number. So then these will run independently. If you keep the same number, then you have, it can obscure the trades that you're doing on both charts. Okay, so it's just something you really want to bear in mind, and this is something which I may not have actually mentioned. This is why it's very important to make sure that you maintain going through the training, because there's lots and lots of golden eggs which I'm including. And you'll see that my profit at the moment is 0.16%, so it's telling me what my profit margin is right here. Okay, so hopefully that's going to really help you. This is going to, you know, make a big difference for you, because with a prop firm, as I said before, my permitted loss is $400 base, okay, and the more that I actually earn, this goes up, and this will protect your account, okay. But if you do it right, there's no reason why you will not be able to pass it, because what you've got to be careful with drawdowns, okay, and that's why I use a Darwinix account, which I'm just going to hover onto just quickly. And the reason why is because I want to show you the comparison between a prop firm where you only allow $400 in a 5k account and my Darwinix account, okay, which was at £26,000 drawdown. It's now a 20k drawdown, because luckily now it's going back up. And you'll see that this is why I'm heavily in drawdown of 5,000, 5,000, 4,000, 1,000, 1,000. This is what's commonly known as being trapped in the market, okay. I wasn't the only one, there's loads of other people who got trapped in this as well. So all I've got to do now is sit tight and hope that this will go back up. And because I'm in a Darwinix account, it allows me, as long as I pay $38 every single month, because this is a simulated account, and it works by me trying to get an allocation for them to actually allow me to trade someone else's money. This is what I'm working at, okay. So if we go into the Darwinix account, it will show me a huge drawdown with inside this charter, and then give me a percentage. See, this is my max drawdown, so that you protect your account. And if you need to know a little bit more about this, what you need to do is actually have a look at some of my other videos that I'm doing with inside here, okay. So you'll see that where I need to get 75% to pass, and then they give me another £30,000, which I make profit on of 15%, I need to make sure I pass my 75 allocation, which I'm at 40.53. Once this goes up, okay, and I get to a high point, then what this would do is this is going to blow this 75 out of the water, and then I'm going to be then hopefully given an allocation, because you get all my automatic allocation of 30k on top of your 100k, and then I will be able to actually start to make profits with that as well, okay. And this is why I manually trade gold. So I just wanted to quickly show you that, because I think it's important. So if we go back to here, which is the funded account, you see it hasn't actually taken a trade yet, because don't forget, this works on the hourly window, not a 15-minute window or a 5-minute window, so it will allocate itself. It's already put points of interest which are here and here, okay. So what will happen is when the trade goes up and down, if it hits this point, it's going to take a buy. If it hits this point, it's probably going to take a sell. and then you can just monitor this again. You might make another $9 or $10, which is going to be great, and then you can just carry on doing exactly what I'm showing you, and over a period of time you are going to pass this account. And because it's only like $32, you haven't broke the bank by actually setting this up. So you know, this is why, you know, it's very good. You know, it's going to help. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully there's lots and lots of stuff here which is really going to help you, because loads and loads of people really come unstuck when they try prop firms. So I'm showing you exactly how you can pass a prop firm by learning the stuff I teach you with inside my academy and with inside this video. Until my next video, cheers, bye now.